Have you ever wondered why life is full of ups and downs? It seems inexplicable, doesn't it? Just when you think you're cruising along, something comes along and shakes things up. Well, here's an interesting perspective. Life, much like a roller coaster, is meant to be a thrilling ride. It's filled with unexpected twists and turns, exhilarating highs, and sometimes frightening lows. Now think about it. When you're on a roller coaster, do you focus solely on the end of the ride, or do you savor each moment, each heart-stopping drop, each soaring ascent? It's the same with life. It's not about rushing towards the end. It's about experiencing every bit of the journey. How do you handle life's ups and downs? Do you brace yourself and close your eyes, or do you throw your hands in the air and revel in the ride? Remember, it's not about the destination, but the journey. Let me tell you a story about a man named John Doe. Born and raised in a small town, John was just an ordinary person, no different from you or me. But his story, oh, his story, is anything but ordinary. John's life was not one of privilege. He was born into a family of modest means, his parents working tirelessly to make ends meet. They didn't have much, but they had each other and the shared dream of a better future. From a young age, John began to understand the value of hard work, witnessing it firsthand from his parents. As he grew older, life threw its fair share of curveballs at John. He faced challenges and setbacks, both personal and professional. He was rejected from his dream college, lost jobs, and even experienced heartbreak. Through it all, John felt the sting of failure, the pain of rejection, and the bitterness of unfulfilled dreams. But instead of succumbing to despair, John chose to rise. He knew that life was not about how hard you could hit, but how much you could get hit and keep moving forward. So he dusted himself off, stood tall, and carried on, each setback making him stronger, each failure fueling his determination. John didn't have a magic wand to turn his life around, nor did he stumble upon a secret formula for success. What he had was resilience, a spirit that refused to be broken, and a belief in himself that remained unshaken despite the odds. His journey was not a straight, smooth road. It was a winding path filled with potholes and detours. But every step of the way, John chose to see his struggles not as a series of unfortunate events, but as stepping stones, building blocks that were shaping him into the person he was meant to be. Slowly but surely, John began to turn his life around. He took up odd jobs to pay his bills, enrolled in community college, and worked tirelessly to improve his skills. He faced rejection and failure, yes, but he also tasted success. And with each small victory, his confidence grew. John's story is not one of overnight success. It's a testament to the power of resilience, the magic of determination, and the incredible strength of the human spirit. It's the story of an ordinary man who chose to be extraordinary, not by achieving great things, but by never giving up, by constantly striving to be better, and by believing in himself even when the world didn't. John Doe, a man of ordinary beginnings, transformed his life through sheer determination and relentless pursuit of his dreams. His story serves as an inspiration to us all, a reminder that the path to success is often littered with challenges, but it's how we choose to navigate these challenges that truly defines us. Resilience is not a trait that people either have or do not have. It involves behaviors, thoughts, and actions that anyone can learn and develop. Picture this: life is a vast ocean and we're all sailors navigating through its unpredictable waves. Sometimes the sea is calm and the journey is smooth, but at other times we're hit by monstrous waves that threaten to capsize our boat. That's when resilience becomes our life jacket, our beacon of hope in the face of adversity. But what exactly is resilience? Is it a genetic trait, something we're born with, like our eye color or height? Not quite. Resilience is more akin to a muscle, something that strengthens with practice and weakens with neglect. It's the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to rise from the ashes of defeat, to turn a stumbling block into a stepping stone. Resilience is about embracing the ebb and flow of life, understanding that the journey is not always going to be smooth sailing. It's about realizing that our setbacks are not failures, but opportunities for growth, learning, and development. It's about staring adversity in the face and saying, "You cannot break me. I will not give up." Developing resilience is a process, a journey of self-discovery and self-growth. It requires us to step out of our comfort zones, to challenge our limits, to face our fears head-on. It requires us to cultivate a positive mindset, to practice self-care, to build strong relationships, and to develop problem-solving skills. Remember, resilience is not about avoiding life's storms, but learning how to dance in the rain. It's not about never falling, but about getting up every time we fall. It's not about having a life free of problems, but about becoming bigger than our problems. Resilience, therefore, is the key to turning our downs into ups. It's the fuel that powers our journey, the compass that guides us through life's turbulent seas. It's our greatest weapon in the battle of life, our shield against adversity, our ladder to success. Resilience, therefore, is the key to turning our downs into ups. Failure is not a setback, it's a setup for a comeback. A powerful phrase that rings true in every corner of life. You see, failure is not the grim reaper of dreams, but rather it's the ultimate teacher. It shows us where we went wrong, provides us with a learning curve, and prepares us for the journey ahead. Life is not about walking a tightrope of perfection, it's about learning to dance in the rain of mistakes. It's about embracing the falls, the stumbles, and the scratches. Because every time you fall, you rise again, stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Imagine if Thomas Edison had given up after his first few failures. We might still be living in the dark. But he didn't. He failed over 1,000 times before he successfully invented the light bulb. He once said, "I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." It was his failures, not his successes, that illuminated the world. Failure is a stepping stone to success, a bridge that connects dreams to reality. It's the raw material that molds champions, the fire that tempers steel. No masterpiece was ever created without a few erasures. No victory was ever won without a few defeats. So the next time you find yourself face to face with failure, don't turn around. Don't run away. Embrace it, learn from it, let it propel you forward. Let it be the fuel that ignites your determination, the wind that fills your sails. In the grand scheme of life, failure isn't a full stop. It's a comma, a pause that allows you to reflect, reassess, and reimagine. It's a detour, not a dead end. It's a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. So when failure knocks on your door, welcome it, learn from it, grow from it, because in the end, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. Remember, failure is only permanent if you decide to stop trying. Life is a journey with problems to solve, lessons to learn, but most importantly, experiences to enjoy. Imagine walking along a winding path with each twist and turns representing a different chapter of your existence. Let's think of life as this path. It's not always straight, and it's certainly not always smooth. There are times when the path is uphill and it feels like every step is a struggle. But remember, it's these uphill battles that make us stronger. There are also times when the path is downhill and everything feels easy, almost effortless. But again, remember, it's these easy times that give us the strength to face the uphill battles when they come. So you see, the path of life is meant to be a mix of ups and downs. Each one is necessary and has its own purpose. Think of the problems you face as puzzles waiting to be solved. They are not roadblocks, but rather stepping stones that lead you to a higher level of understanding and growth. With every problem you solve, you acquire new skills and knowledge that equip you for future challenges. The lessons life teaches us are like signposts along our journey. They guide us, mold us, and help us make better decisions. They give us wisdom that no school can teach and maturity that only life can bestow. But above all, life is meant to be enjoyed. It's the little moments that matter most. The laughter shared with friends, the joy of achieving a long-sought goal, the peace of a quiet morning, the thrill of a new adventure. These experiences give color to our lives and make our journey worthwhile. And so, as we journey through life, let's remember to embrace both the ups and downs, the challenges and the victories. Let's solve the problems we encounter, learn from the lessons life gives us, and savor every experience along the way. So embrace the roller coaster that is life. After all, the ride is what makes the destination worthwhile.